Alright, this is Josh here with CornerFlips. Just trying to do a little tutorial on the electrical. Normal signs, what you need to look out for trying to replace your outlet. So first you want to get you a outlet meter. And as you see, I got it on here. There's no power coming to it, but I know there's power in this room. So, but for some reason it's saying that there's no power. You want to check both of them. And as you see, it's really not secure, it's really loose. So that is an indicator to me that the outlet is time to be changed out. On a rule of thumb that I normally have, I would say that it's kind of a best practice for me that I normally try to pass down to anybody else. That if you've been in your home more than 10 years, or if you know the home is more than 10 years old, it's best try to look for normal signs of wear and tear of your outlet if it needs to be replaced. And normally if one's bad, then you might want to check all of them and see if any of the rest of them are bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to replace this outlet, and then we're going to put the meter back on and see exactly what we get from there. So let me bring you a little closer. Alright, now what you want to do, you want to get your flathead. I mean, a flathead right here. I'm going to take off the screw, take off the faceplate to the outlet. See? It's not really secure in there, and the box look good as well, so it doesn't really look bad. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna take this outlet off. Now what you will come across if it's an older home like how this one is, as you see, sorry for the big close-up, as you see that it's so much paint all on the screw head, on the flathead part, and then also that it is kind of warped a little bit, just kind of ate up. So it's, kind of a little difficult to take off, but nevertheless, take your time, be patient, and you'll, be able to get through it with no problem. All right, so let's go ahead and get this off. Yeah, see the screws bent. No worries, I'm gonna fast forward this and do a little time lapse, so you don't have to worry about me fidgeting, fumbling around, and none of that up in the video. Definitely check all your rooms in the area and make sure this is the only one that's having that issue, and if it is, just go ahead and replace it. And another thing, if just to keep in mind, something like this, if you was to call a contractor out or your handyman or anything like that, they will normally charge you a trip fee right along with the diagnosis. Some of them are good at giving you the trip and diagnosis all in one, and telling you that you could apply it to the end of the bill, which is very reasonable for the customer. It's not irreasonable. Down screw head, excuse the language. I want to get monetized or demonetized for it. All right, now what we got going on here, be careful. Again, I stress this, be careful. You can get shot. Now it won't hurt you that bad, but again, nevertheless, you can get shot, so be careful. See, this wasn't even in there. So that wire, this is your neutral wire. That wire wasn't even in there securely enough to give it a proper connection. So that's why the outlet wasn't working. So what we're gonna do here, see, I'm being very careful. Be very careful. I'm gonna take this wire, move it off to the side. I'm gonna take the neutral wire, the ground wire off, so we can replace this outlet. Now, if you're looking at this, looking at the wiring of this, the only reason I would say that they put the extra wire right here is because of it. They didn't have enough extension on there, but in my opinion you got enough. But it's always good to have a little extra to play with. Just looking at this box right here, it doesn't look bad inside of there. The rest of the wires doesn't look bad. All of them look like they're secured, no issues. What we're gonna do, we're gonna do it the USA way, and put the normal power wire is on your right hand side, and your neutral is on your left hand side. You don't never want to cross the wires up. You can get a misfeed. Also, I'm glad I just looked at this. That's bad and very dangerous, and that will cause an issue. So let's see if we can get a close up on that. If you see that wire right there is pinched, that's not good. That's about 120 volts. That would have touched the ground wire. It would have caught a little arc, and we would have had a situation here. That's not good. So that's why I say check everything. All right, now, so the best way to fix that issue, rule of thumb, you're gonna hear me saying that a lot. Find the best safety measures as possible, whether that be any connectors, any bud connectors, any more caps, any wire crimps that you could get. I have some, but I don't have the right size for this. So what we're gonna do is put your electrical tape on there. Now that is a safe, cheap, easy fix, but it is not a long-term fix. So I would definitely say in the near future, this we will take this back off and put the right connector on there. So what we're gonna do, we'll go ahead and tape it up. Got to be safe. Nothing else. Safety is key. Safety is important. Safety is what is gonna make sure you get back home to your family. And in my opinion, family is important. I got a blended family at home, and I have another little girl that's off at her mother's. But again, safety is key. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna this black wire right here, we're gonna trim some of that out because not all that is needed to go in this new one. And then I want to say it won't even fit. So another thing what we're gonna have to end up doing is bending them off to the side and securing them. Yeah, that's not a problem. It's definitely not a problem. But make sure you put it back where it's supposed to go as well. All right, so let's put our ground wire on there. Get that connected. See? Here's your flathead. Or you can use a drill, whatever you prefer. A compact, a small little compact one if you want. It's kind of look close up in the camera. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. Let's see. And then another thing, this outlet was turned upside down. How they installed it and throughout the whole house, all of them are like that. The proper way is to install it this way. So another thing that what I've noticed is the people that did some work here, they were a different nationality. So with that being said, everyone learns things a little bit differently, but if you're able to adapt to whatever country you're in, please do your best to learn their practices and follow all guidelines and rules. So everywhere changes. Like I think in Spain or Brazil or something like that, their Their actual power wire, their low wire, is the white wire instead of USA. Ours is the black one, and what you see in here is red. So they have, it's another black wire in there, but it looks like it was hooked up. It has another switch over here, so it's running off to another switch, but they also had I would say a light switch. So they basically took the light switch out, capped off the wire, and yeah, that's what we have now. Some bitch. Excuse the language. Yeah, I got a habit of that. I'm getting better. Definitely getting better. Probably start a swear jar. I got 3 girls, so can't be using any language like that. Now look at that. That wire was in there, but as you can see, it came off because the connection was weak. So let's see if we can get that back. You know what? Instead of doing that, I think I got a bigger wire cap. We're just gonna replace that. And don't be afraid if you're, first time doing this and you're at home and, as you see the thing just kept sparking on me. That's normal. That's nothing to be worried about. What's going on is that it's trying to get that connection secure. All right, we're good on that one. All right, now it's time for the showstopper. Get your power back. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna bend it a little bit so that way once it touches, all I really gotta do pavement. Make sure all these connections are secure. Last thing you want is an issue. Remember I mentioned that before earlier. Yeah, I gotta bend it some more. No worries. Well, ain't this a... See? So I'm talking about right there. Look at that. Damn thing just... Alright. We're gonna get rid of that cap. We're gonna go with this cap. Now we'll go with this one. That'll be right. Strip it. Put the new cap on there. only problem is I'm trying to bend it before I put it on there, because you know it's more easier to bend that way. Versus when you put it on, you know, then you gotta squeeze it together. Just make sure you know the connections are sound. All right, where's that head? And you know we're keeping all these bloopers. Gotta do it that way. Didn't want to, but you know. And if you're the type of person that gets frustrated, by all means, use your drill. There's nothing wrong with it. So you gotta make sure that connection is secure. Okay, so we had some wiring issues, and the issue was that red wire that was originally connected to this outlet right here, that was wrong. So again, trying to go back with what was already there and knowing that most likely that's not gonna work, but you know, still you wanna again put it exactly how you took it off, the rule of thumb, put it back the exact same way. So since that wasn't the case, I had to do some troubleshooting and found out that red wire that originally I said that was had that little splice in it, that little nick in the wire, and I had to, you know, do the taping up instead of putting the connector on there because I didn't have the right size. We went ahead and capped that one off and put it up in there, put it tucked off in the back, and connected the black wire to the rest of the other black wires that was back there. And that cap was actually, as you see it, warped and got some kind of heat to it. So it was arcing. There was some issues going on, but we got it. It's good to go. You see the lights. You got your 2 lights here. That means you're correct. So as long as you got that, you're good to go. So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna clean this up, button this up, put it back, on to the next. Should I add, I forgot to tell you, time lapse. All right, let's finish putting this back together. Drill. Make sure it's flat, flush, uniform, good to go. Put that on, put the faceplate back on. You see that kind of a gap right there? So don't like that. That don't look good. So what we're gonna do, back this out a little bit. Put this back on. And we should have a bingo. And there we go. Outlet changed out, and what do we have? We still have the correction. We are good to go. All right, now if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share with as many people as possible. This will greatly help out our company and help us keep doing any more tutorials or any more lessons, safety tips, preventative maintenance, anything that you want to call it. This is help us help you. So in that sense, so everyone have a good one. Later.